we still see scratches at level 2 with deeper grooves at level 3. Okay, fine. Maybe some things are still a little bit the same. Making our way over to the side, Samsung is using the armored aluminum again, which is metal. We also have a scratchable side-mounted fingerprint scanner where they should all be. And we have a metal, removable volume rocker. Above that is a plastic pack where I believe the 5G antennas are located. Up at the top, if we close the phone, we can multitask with two sides at once. More metal, some microphone holes, and a loudspeaker grill. And Samsung has left a bit of a gap between the two halves so dust and dirt doesn't get smashed into the plastic layers. Thumbs up for that. With so many sides to scratch, I'm feeling like a fruit ninja. But we do find more metal, along with a SIM card tray, and no expandable memory. It does have a rubber ring though, and a water resistance rating of IPX8, meaning that it's pretty impervious to liquids, but has no rated resistance against dust. More on that later. Did he just say dust? This guy is crazy. Down at the bottom we have our 25-watt fast charger, and another loudspeaker with more metal. Finally, the spine. Metal, with the very familiar recessed and inlaid Samsung lettering that we saw on the hinge last year. Moving around to the triple camera setup, it's time to see what materials we have back here. Just kidding, I swapped the phone to last year's Fold 3 and you didn't even notice. Is he making fun of us? I think he is. We have a new 50 megapixel camera, which is cool, and then a 10 megapixel telephoto, and a 12 megapixel ultra wide. A decent trifecta, all protected with glass, and as you can tell, a metal camera housing. There is a matte glass finish on the rest of the back panel. Personally, I'm a pretty big fan of the matte glass aesthetic. Samsung did warn us at the beginning, before even getting to the operating system, to avoid dust. Samsung also left dust out of their ingress protection rating, so it's time we see what actually happens when dust does come in contact with the Fold 4. This is the same batch of dust that I used on previous generations of the Flip and Fold lineups, so it should be a fair test across the board. Does he recycle the dirt? Someone really needs to stop this man. Now that the phone's dirtier than a politician stealing classified documents, it's time to see how much dust ends up inside the gears of the phone. It should be fairly audible. Gears never sound real good with contaminants. I don't notice any grinding. I do notice, however, that my dust appears to be metallic, since it's congregating at little dots along both edges of the phone, and these same locations are then able to magnetically hold my metal tweezers. Very interesting. I don't hear any grating sounds yet. Let's add some more dirt for good measure, specifically along the spine. And I do have to say, the phone still sounds super good. The only crunch I hear is from the dust being pinched between the two halves as the big screen opens. But nothing is actually inside of the phone or the hinge. Nice work again, Samsung. As far as the fingerprint scanner goes, I was able to read and set my dusty fingerprint, which is nice. And after some extra damage with my razor blade, it does appear to still be working and still be extremely fast. This is where every fingerprint scanner should be located, in my opinion. Now for the burn test. Where is this boy's mother? We already established that the inner foldable 7.6-inch screen is made from a super thin plastic, and in just about 10 seconds we see the pixels go completely black and a bit green, and never recover. The exterior glass fares a bit better at 16 seconds before the flame leaves a permanent white mark on the AMOLED pixels. I imagine the glass helps distribute the heat, leaving less damage behind from the flame. You know, since fire management is a major issue when selecting a smartphone. I got you covered. Finally, the bin test. Samsung has gotten a little cocky lately, calling this Fold 4 unbreakable on their website. Brave words coming from a Moz 3, but I'm going to be honest, I do kind of agree with them. Each of the previous years, this phone's come around and structurally survives, where some other phones do fail catastrophically. May OnePlus rest in peace. And this Fold 3 with a 4 on the box appears to be no exception, rigidly strong in every direction with the phone closed, obviously. If, however, we were to bend the phone in the opposite direction while open, where each and every single one of us expect and almost hope for carnage, there is none. The Samsung Fold 3.4 once again passes my durability test. Dust slams and bends, yet it still lives. Yeah, it's a little soft on the inside, but aren't we all? Now, I don't think that this new Fold is going to survive the teardown though. Its predecessor for sure did not. So if you'd like to see your phone from the inside while it's still alive, might I suggest one of my teardown skins? D-Brand and I have been working on this teardown project for years now, and we cover nearly every major device. You might be like, the phone didn't change much, how come there's a new teardown skin for it? And if you keep asking those questions, we'll just release the Fold 3 again next year too. This guy's brilliant, write that down. And yeah, the Fold 4 skin is still full price, even though it only covers 1/4 of the phone. Has this man ever worked for Apple? Link is down in the description. Rumor is there's a new iPhone coming out. I think it's the iPhone 10 version 4. I lose track. Either way, I'm already sharpening my razor blades, which are also right down there in the description next to my teardown skin. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Come hang out with me on Instagram and Twitter. And thanks a ton for watching. I'll see you around.